What's up guys, I'm Tony from Tony's Professional Touch, based out of San Bernardino, California. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about the top 5 things you need for the summertime. So let's get right into it, follow me along.
All right, Tony, so it's almost summer. It's gonna be June soon. What's your first must-have for the summer?
So first one up on our list is going to be water. Water is super important. I like to carry at least a gallon of water. We have this plastic container that I use personally every day. Fill it up all the way and drink at least 1 gallon of water a day to stay hydrated throughout the day, especially in this hot summertime that's about to come up. Might be drinking 1.5 gallons, maybe 2 gallons, depending on how sweaty I get, how hot it is, how dehydrated I'm feeling. But yeah, first one on the list is water. Huge must-have for our bodies to stay healthy.
Got it. And you say you drink almost 2 gallons when it's really hot?
Yeah, when it gets super hot, yeah.
Where do you refill on water you can drink?
So if I run out of this water, I fill it up at, the first gallon I fill it up at my house before leaving the house in the morning. If I run out, I'll usually either, if I can't stop by the house again, I fill up on water again, and I'll just buy a gallon at the store.
And then do you prefer like cold, room temperature?
I prefer room temperature. Cold, maybe like after I'm done working, but while I'm working, I don't prefer cold. I have pretty sensitive teeth, so it doesn't hurt my teeth if I drink cold water. But like, yeah, I prefer room temperature.
So Tony, what's the second item on your list?
Second item on our list would be sunscreen. You know, we need to have our skin protected. We're out in the sun all day for a bunch of hours. So we need that UVA and UVB protection. I use sunscreen every chance I get. So, and especially on the areas that like I don't have a cover on. I have tattoos and I plan on getting more, so I need to have those protected. I don't want them getting faded and whatnot. So I'll use sunscreen, have my skin looking pretty decent, nice, and not get all sunburnt. And yeah.
Do you use any specific brand that has a certain level of coverage, or?
I just use a brand that's known for quality. Currently I've been using the Banana Boat brand that seems to be doing pretty decent. It's the Sport Ultra. It has a SPF 50 plus, so it's been working pretty decent. I haven't been getting sunburnt, and you're supposed to apply it every like 2 hours, and it's been doing pretty decent. No issues.
And then do you apply it like on your face and stuff, or?
Yeah, I'll do it on my face, but I use a different one. I use one that's like doesn't like, it's like specifically made for the face to not like get you any acne or whatnot.
And then the one that Banana Boat one, it doesn't leave your like skin feeling like oily or like when you sweat?
Not too much, but it does feel a little bit like oily and whatnot sometimes, but it's not too bad.
All right, Tony, what's the third item on your list?
So a third item on our list would be sleeves, arm sleeves. So these sleeves they have sun protection on them, SPF 50, and they keep the arms cool. They have some like high performance fabric, so when you move around, it kind of feels like a gust of wind goes through them and it feels refreshing. They have a really high rated 99.9% UV protection, and they absorb moisture and dry quickly. I like using these sleeves a lot, pretty often, especially since I'm getting like my sleeve tattoo done in the next couple months. I can use these sleeves to keep my tattoo sleeves protected and not get all damaged from the sun. And it also, like, you can also use long sleeve shirts, but I personally prefer using sleeves over long sleeve shirts, just because with the long sleeve shirts, when I go to wash a vehicle, I have to keep like pulling them up and they'll keep going down, and it just kind of gets a little annoying for me. It's a bit looser than these sleeves. These sleeves are like compressed sleeves that are on your skin, and you can just slide them up and they'll stay there. They won't go back down. And they're removable if you're tired of wearing the sleeves or whatnot. So yeah, sleeves is a really nice one to have. I'd say a must-have, and yeah, it keeps your arm protected.
And where'd you get those? Like Amazon, Target?
Yeah, I got these on Amazon. So these are the Armor Ray brand. I'll probably link them down below in the description, and you guys can check them out.
All right, Tony, what's the fourth item on your list?
Fourth item on our list would be sunglasses. I have these Fila sunglasses, and I have another brand of sunglasses. I got some Ray-Bans and some other ones. I'd say get some decent quality sunglasses. Keep your eyes nice and protected from the sun and from the chemicals you're using and whatnot, and the products. And it helps a lot, especially like in the summertime when you're detailing vehicles that are really bright color, like white. It's really hard to see the paint like in direct sunlight. It'll hurt your eyes if you stare at it for too long, or when you're doing windows as well. Sunglasses is a huge benefit to a lot of detailers, so you can see areas that normally your eyes would hurt in if you're just staring at it without the sunglasses.
All right, Tony, what's the next item?
So our next item would be like a hat that has this hat. What would you consider calling this? Like a little, like a cover for the neck. It has a neck cover and it also has a face cover with it, an attachment. These attachments you can take them off. I took off the front face one just because clients come up to me and I got to talk to them, and I don't want to either have my face covered or keep taking it on and off. So I just took it off because my face doesn't really get too much sun in its way, with the front of the hat being covering most of my face. And I really like this back piece because it covers my neck, and I got a neck tattoo, so this is really nice to protect that neck tattoo. And it's, UV protection and whatnot, it keeps you nice and cool for the most part, sun out of your head and face, because I've noticed that this really helps with having sometimes I feel like when I don't wear this hat and this cover and whatnot, I feel like my head overheats, especially if I'm working throughout the whole day and I'm not getting enough water or something or food. I'll sometimes feel my head get really, really hot and it just start hurting. So with this hat on, it really helps prevent my head from hurting. It keeps me cool for the rest of the day and covered.
And where'd you get that one at?
This one you can find a similar hat on Amazon. I'll most likely put the link in the description down below. You guys could check that out and order one for yourself.
And you prefer those instead of those straw hats?
Yes, because especially for when I'm working on the interior of the vehicle, when I used to wear straw hats and when I first started, and it would just be really, really annoying having to take them off and put them back on. I would take them off when I do the inside of the vehicle just because it would hit everywhere. Since they're kind of big, it would be smacking around and kind of just bother me, so I'd just take them off to do the insides. But the problem with that is when you take them off, your neck is kind of still exposed when you're doing mini interior details and whatnot. So my neck would be getting burnt and the back of my ears, but the front of my face would be fine. But with this hat, I'm able to do whatever I need to do because it's not really wide open sideways. It kind of goes down, flaps down onto the back of your neck, and so you're not really smacking anything. The only thing you can smack something with is the front of it, but that's if you're not paying attention or being careful or whatnot. So yeah, I prefer these a lot more than the straw hats.
And the next item on your list?
So another item on the list would be an hydration drink. I personally like to drink Body Armor just to restore some electrolytes. It makes me feel a bit more refreshing. It's supposed to be kind of healthy. It has coconut water, antioxidants, B vitamins, no sugar added, low calories. So I try to drink 1 or 2 of these a day, especially when I'm out in the summertime. It'll make me feel, it'll basically kind of power me throughout the day and kind of make my brain feel solid, and not make my brain feel burnt out.
Got it. And you prefer that over coffee?
Yeah, definitely. I like coffee. I love the taste of coffee, but I feel like coffee makes me kind of sleepy and drowsy.
And the last item on your list, Tony? So
last but not least, we got some earphones. So I personally used the AirPods, the 2nd gen. These are a must-have when you're out in the field, especially if you're the business owner or whatnot, or even just if you're an employee, it doesn't really matter. They really help out a lot. You got to listen to your music, stay in your tunes, and then if you get phone calls or text messages, you'll receive them through your AirPods, and you'll be able to answer and whatnot, and talk back to your clients with the AirPods. So yeah, really nice item to have, especially in the summertime. I'd say throughout the whole year, but in the summertime, it's really nice. So you don't have to because I've noticed in the summertime, I wear pants for the most part, especially when I'm working. So my pants will get kind of sweaty, and when I pull out my phone, the screen's all sweaty. So I gotta either dry it off and then so I can type or whatnot and text back or answer the phone call, because then it'll just be kind of the screen will be all over the place. It won't really I guess like let you click on what you're trying to click on.
So the battery lasts all day on the headphones?
So what I do is I only use one AirPod. I never put both AirPods in. I like to be aware of my surroundings, especially when you're out in the field. You don't know what's going on around you. If you have both of them on, you're not gonna be able to hear anything. So I only use one of them on at a time. So they usually last about 4 hours per AirPod, so it'll die after 4 hours, and I'll just throw it in the case, so it charges with the case on, and I'll throw in the other one, so it's another 4 hours from the other one. By the time that the other one dies, the other one's already fully charged. So I just kind of switch them on and off, and it'll last me throughout the whole day.
And a bonus item on your list, Tony?
Bonus item on our list, I'd say, is spot-free water. For detailing vehicles, you definitely want to use spot-free water in the summertime. Don't get me wrong, it's still doable if you don't use spot-free water. However, it makes it a lot more difficult to detail your vehicle, and there's a lot higher chance of risking, or a lot higher chance of getting water spots on your vehicle, and like hard water spots that like pretty much happen instantly if you can't dry it off in time. So definitely spot-free water is one of those things that's a really huge must-have, especially if you're a detail business owner. Makes your life a lot easier and a lot less to worry about, so you're a bit more stress-free about the situation because of that.
And the other bonus item on your list?
So another bonus item we have is ceramic tint. I have ceramic tint all around on all my personal vehicles, windshield included and everything, all around. And it really helps out a lot in this heat, especially in the van when we're out. Like the van's basically my daily driver since I work pretty much every day as much as I can. When we're out in the field, the van is usually parked like direct sunlight and whatnot. So before we had this tint, it would get extremely hot when we go back inside, because we usually take at least like 1 to 2 hours per detail. So those 1 to 2 hours that the van's sitting outside with no AC on is just like there with direct sunlight, and it has a big windshield, so it has like a lot of heat to absorb. And the seats inside are leather, and it's all black plastic and whatnot. It would get extremely hot. So now that we have the ceramic tint, it helps out a lot. We get in there, we turn on the AC, and pretty quickly it's fresh in there. In like less than 5 minutes, we're already nice and cool, and we're not all burning up. So that, I would say, is pretty much must have if you can afford it. Helps out a lot, especially during the summertime.
And where can one find like ceramic tint? Do all tint shops?
There's a lot of tint shops that offer ceramic tint, a lot of detail shops and PPF shops and whatnot. You just have to do your research and make sure you go with someone that provides high quality, and don't just try to go for the cheapest price ceramic tint.
So what percentage of ceramic tint did you get on your vehicle? Where'd you get it?
So on our van, I believe we got like 55 or something like that % on the windshield, and then we got I think 15% on the sides, and this is XPEL XR Plus, and we got this done by Max Tint here in Grand Terrace, California. Alright guys, well there you have it. Those are some of the must-have items that we recommend for the summertime. Let me know in the comments down below what items you would recommend for the summertime, or any other tips that you guys have. And remember, if you guys like this type of content, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.